NuMainstream.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is New Mainstream Talks. It's your boy, Just JR. I got my boy, my brother from the NuMainstream Collective in the building, Mr.
Yeah, it's your boy Matt on sax. We in the building, holla at me.
Mm-hmm. We got an extra special guest with us today. We got the newest member.
Yes, sir.
The newest member of the Nubian Collective. We got my guy. Go ahead and let them know who you is, man. Let the people know.
Yes, sir. Leroy Pridgen.
Mr. Leroy. Deacon Elroy in the building.
Elroy in the building.
Deacon Elroy in the building. You know what I mean? So what's going on with you, man?
Nothing much, dog.
Welcome to the chaos.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate you.
I hope we did.
Blessed to be here.
I'm surprised you ain't blocked the group chat within the first 20 minutes.
No, I'm with every group chat.
Because Phantom
I'm
started.
Hey, Phantom was going in. That's just was hilarious.
I don't ever block a group chat. I just ignore it.
Right, that part.
I'll catch up with
Ignore the hell out of that.
It'd be
shit.
like a news story later, but like what them going on
Right.
for the day?
Right.
That
You know?
part.
Ooh, I got me something to scroll through.
You better than me. I'll be like, what?
Get caught up.
I'll read like 3 messages. Like, I'm not reading the rest of this shit.
Yeah, I do that too. I just don't respond to
I'm
them.
not reading the rest of this shit.
People be like, "Oh, Leroy ain't gonna read it." I'm like, "I am." I ain't saying nothing. Yeah, every time.
Oh shit, man. So Leroy, man, let the people know what you do, man. Let them know what it is you do. And
You know.
what you been doing with this thing, man.
Well, full-time artist, musician. Now I'm 24, gonna be 25. So I've been doing it since I pretty much graduated college for
Nice.
music.
Where you graduate from?
UNC Greensboro.
Right.
Right.
Represent.
UNCG, shout out.
Is there a Spartan Pride?
I guess. Yeah.
He said, he said, I guess it's crazy.
No. I love that school. I love the music program.
It's Spartan Pride, I guess.
It was
I
dope.
mean,
It was dope. It was cool.
But a great music program, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was really blessed to go there. But so I graduated like 3 years ago now. So I've been doing the full-time music freelance artist thing. Well, I would say really I started doing more just working as like a working musician, and then over the course of like the first year or two of being post-grad, I kind of went full like going for like artists, trying to just market myself more that way. So yeah, 3 years since graduation, I've been a full-time musician, artist, and been playing music since I was like 10 or 11. I joined a band.
Nice.
Started playing trombone, and then I just kept going. With
Word.
It, and picked up other instruments along the way, tuba, piano. Pretty much taught myself every instrument. I'm pretty much self-taught.
Word.
I was in band, never had teachers though until college.
Okay. See, I tried to learn instruments and that just didn't go well.
Right, I'm still on jury out whether it's going well for
for
a lot of us.
I think you do it all right. I think you do it
I would
okay.
say so, yeah.
I think you do it okay. But all right, so what you young brother? What made you want to work with a bunch of old folk like us, man? What?
Man, you trying to be around people who doing it. That's really it. Like, yeah, that's real. It's part of the journey of like trying to figure it out. It's like you gotta be around people who are figuring it out and have figured it out a lot more or more than you. Whether a lot more, some or not as much, it don't matter. Just if you're not around people who are really showing how it can be done or how it's done, you're never gonna learn.
Okay.
Like with this journey, you got to be around people who are doing it. Otherwise, you're gonna kind of get stagnant sometimes.
This is facts. This was a lot of. I know. I sound like an old man when I say this. With a lot of like younger guys like you, they don't want to hear nothing that the older generation got to say. Nah, they got to figure it out. They know what they doing.
Right.
I'm just like, all right. Then when that don't work, hey. What was y'all talking about when y'all tried to tell me how to? Now you want to listen.
Right.
That part.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, come on and sit down. You done wasted a couple years. Now you gonna. All right. Come on.
Yeah. Experience is always the best teacher,
Facts.
but sometimes it's one of those things where you're gonna experience things regardless. But what you experience is definitely a choice of your current actions. So if you choose to pour into like your elders or just even the people, mentors, and like learn from them, then you're going to experience things that are hopefully going to be beneficial to your learning, not detrimental. Something that's detrimental, you gotta like hopefully reflect and learn from it. But then usually sometimes when you choosing to not learn from the mentors, you put yourself in the cycle of this constantly having to go through some, not learn from it, go through it again in a different way.
Yep.
and then you wonder why you stuck in a rut. You know, whether you're a musician or
Just
or
life
just
in general.
whatever, it's like, you know, if you're not, you gotta be around people who can show you the way, you know, because it sucks having to just like go through something and your ignorance just mess you up.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't know no better. But once you know better, because either you learn from somebody or you like learn from a past experience, then it's good to not keep going through those same actions again or saying negative things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Young dude, you gotta figure it out quick, because if you're young and you don't figure it out, you're gonna be like going to being 30, 40, like, dang, I done wasted 20s, 30s, just,
It'd be like that.
yeah.
It'd be like that. I'm one of those people.
But would you say that, what was the cause, like, you feel like sometimes
No,
those feelings, like,
I mean, there's definitely part of it that was out of my control.
Right.
You know, circumstances, nothing I could do about it. You know, things would. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have did this. I probably should have did that.
right?
But you know, it is what it is. Just
You feel like you had the right people around you?
most of the time, yeah.
Right.
Most of the time, yeah. I just went through a bunch of stuff, and I didn't know how to deal with it. But it is what it is. Like, you know,
That's
things
real.
change, life changes you. It happens. You
Right.
gotta learn from it. Just when you get a chance to learn early,
Yeah.
fucking take it.
I live by you
Fucking take
know
it.
better, do better.
That part.
That's
There you go,
all
right
it is.
there.
That's
You
the
know
magic,
better, you
that's
do
the
better.
magic words.
Listen, all you young folk out there, even people that are older, when you get a chance to learn something the first time,
Do it.
fucking do
Please.
it.
Do it.
Please do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Please,
a quick
man.
one. Please learn that lesson early.
Yes,
That's
please.
it.
Jeez.
Don't do nothing crazy.
If you do, just do it once.
Right.
That part.
That
'cause
part.
The third and fourth and
And
fifth
nothing
time.
too
is-
crazy to where if you do it, it's gonna mess up the future. Like,
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
for
keep-
real. Keep it within bounds.
But, all right, so we was listening to your project earlier, man. First and foremost, dope as shit. Make sure y'all go check
Fire
it out.
album.
Make sure y'all
Fire
go check
album.
it out. Dope as hell.
Nefertiti's Dream.
So,
Fire
although, say that name
too.
again.
Nefertiti's Dream.
Nefertiti's Dream. Make sure y'all go check that out. So you went with no cuts,
No cuts.
just straight transitions.
Yeah.
First off, transitions are crazy.
Absolutely smooth. Wonderful
transitions are crazy. Transitions
Mean
are smooth.
transitions, bro.
Yes, sir.
Well, what made you decide to go that route?
Really, it was I can't even like take full credit, obviously, because you know anything like this is a group. It's always a group.
Yeah.
Like you can be bringing the songs and the material, but you know it takes a collaborative effort to make anything like this happen. So first and foremost, you know, credit to everybody that was a part of this, because without them, this would never came to life. So but the transitions really came from the recording engineer, like producer I work with. He had the idea of like, you know, like I think we can make this like seamless. And I was like, yo, we can do that. That'll be like really dope, you know? And like, so once we kind of had the track order down of what we want, and then it was easy to kind of make it.
Just made the transition.
You could hear how the transitions work, like once we figured out how we want them, because it's not really a concept album as much as it kind of sounds like a concept album once you kind of hear it all together.
It
You know
definitely
what I'm
does.
saying?
It does.
Right?
Yeah,
But it
definitely.
wasn't necessarily planned to be more of like that. But then as I saw it
It
kind of
just-
come together,
It just came together like
that's
that.
and the transition just make sense because it's a dream, you know. So,
Okay.
And once you get, you know, a dream is one of those things where it's constantly flowing through different like panes of your settings and you know in your soundscapes. So I kind of like how you're always going. So sometimes like the songs are not necessarily similar in like what's happening, but the way it flows right into it, you feel like you're just in this new sound, this new world, new space, like all of a sudden. And I think that's like kind of how dreams work. Like at least when I dream, I'll be here. Next thing you know, like something randomly happens and I'm in a whole nother space. But
This is true.
that's how I feel like, you know, dreams kind of happen. And it kind of happens seamlessly. So
Okay.
I think the transitions really kind of make that effect come to life.
Word.
Nice.
That's dope as hell. See?
Yeah.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
I just be talking, bro. I just be
I
talking.
like this guy. Nah, you good. I like this guy. I like this guy.
Give me the Tito's. That's the problem right there. Because I'm sitting there, I'm just going to ramble about nothing.
Listen, that's half the show. What you mean?
With the podcast, most podcasts is what they be doing.
Exactly.
But, you know, they
Pick a subject, ramble on it.
Right.
Pick another subject, ramble on it.
Rabbit hole.
Find a
Oh
couple
shit! How we
nuggets.
get here?
Right.
Rabbit hole. Oh crap! Let's get back on what we were talking about.
What was we talking about?
right.
That's really how really how that go. Like, what was we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, nah, man. Okay. How long did it take you to put that project together? Well, how long did you say?
Man, it was it's interesting because like when I first graduated college, like I was saying, my first year I was really focused on just being like full time, like working like musician.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to like play as much as I can, make money from, good gigs, like just trying to get like consistent work.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I didn't really think so much of myself as like trying to go for like being an artist, but as I was doing the working musician thing, I kind of was getting burnt out from doing the same things, playing the same music, and I wasn't really being fulfilled. So when I graduated, I started to try to write more music.
Okay.
And like just have some type of original music, just original voice that I could like explore. So as I was doing that more, I just was like doing the writing more as I was doing like also the gigging life. I was just kind of like getting burnt out by that, and I was like, man, I really want to be able to make any like just live and just give time to my original music,
Right.
So as that happened, I just kind of made a choice to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of put this gigging work, on the side burner. I'm still gonna do it, but it's not gonna be like the thing I'm gonna give all my time to,
Right.
So
and the main focus.
Right.
Yeah.
So I stepped away from a couple things and kind of just get freed up my schedule, like to really play music and gigs that I wanted to do.
Right.
That encouraged me, made me want to be better. That put me around people that was better than me in that, and then spent more time to try to write more. And from that time period, I just started writing a lot more music. So over the course of like a year and a half, I wrote, a good bit of, new music, original compositions, and then I was like, man, I got enough for like a record. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to put a record together. Like nobody especially in the area, Greensboro, the area we're in, the Triad. There's not many people. There's so many great musicians, but there's not a lot of people trying to record and like especially put their music out there. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to sit and wait until like I have this like whole career established. Then I want to record. I'm like, let me start now. Like that's what the people that we look up to and artists that we look up to, they didn't start like until they were like way established. They just started putting music out, and then they were found out through their artistry of just constant keep putting music out, and somebody, people just count onto them.
Somebody found you.
Right. So I chose to like last summer, I was like had enough chose the songs I wanted for it, put them all together, reached out to great friends of mine, homies, that I really have known for a long time that are great musicians, and I was like, yo, I want to get this album recorded, and we made it happen. So it was just a journey of like kind of making the choice to like go for being an artist, like see myself as like an artist and not just like a working musician.
Okay.
And then with my first record. So
Hey.
and now we just.
Now we on. Then we off to the races.
Now we on, yeah.
Straight like that.
That's what's up. All right. So
Yeah.
what would you say is the biggest difference between just being a working musician and now like an artist?
I mean, I hate that there has to be a difference in the first place because I really don't think there should be. But in the world we live in, unfortunately, there is like kind of is like naturally like a difference made in society. Of, like you have cats who are doing like working musicians are typically doing more like corporate type gigs regularly. Wedding gigs, working for corporations, and they're not really doing anything that's under their own name. Right. They're playing with other people, and that's great. Like that's the majority of the work you're gonna do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have nothing against that, and that's something I'm still doing. I'm not like saying I'm not doing that at all, but I feel like with an artist, it's more about you embrace the aspect of like you have a voice inside you that deserves to be heard and needs to be explored, like from you and the world, you know?
Okay.
And like it's a willingness to be vulnerable, like it's tough, like being vulnerable in general emotionally, but then as a musician, as an artist, that's like kind of like the ultimate vulnerability because you're just fully giving yourself out to the world. Anytime you play music, but when especially it's your own music, it's like you looked inside yourself and said, this is something I want to now give to the world, and that's tough. Like it's not the easiest thing.
Definitely ain't.
Anytime you like, pour out your emotions to anybody, it's like
it's
it's not hard.
That shit is hard as hell.
Especially
boy.
as dudes, just as men, like already know how we could be. So like as an artist, it's very it's it's a vulnerable thing, and it's it's a really it's a tough thing to do for anybody. So, I think as an artist, it's that taking that leap to like be willing to just give yourself out there. And it's not about the success. It's more about the willingness to just continue to just keep exploring yourself and keep
and growing.
Yeah, especially when it's an original artist, like when you have your own songs and compositions. It's like you were searching for that internal, melodies.
Right.
Those things that you feel like can come from in you, but also from the world outside of you. So
right.
It's a whole journey. I feel like as an artist, you're going through a really deeper inward journey, and working musicians kind of staying on the, trying to just find work, make a career.
Right,
out
more
playing.
like it's more of a service level thing.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's a blessing to play music at all.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what. But I love the idea of like really going for something of making myself be known through my voice, through my creations, not just like playing through other people's creations.
I got you.
Because we all have something inside of us that's beautiful to be, and I really believe that everybody has that. So it's you as an artist is saying that what, I'm just gonna do it for it. I'm just gonna let it out, and it'll be what it be.
Okay, I like that answer. Well, goddamn. All right.
Let's see. So we talked about the concept and how you came up with the album and how much you have been working on it. So are there any future plans? Do you plan on continuing to, do you want to like continue Nefertiti's dream, or are you going to do something else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward, like, towards the future. Like, I don't really, I like the idea of like not having too much of a sentimental relationship with myself. Like, I don't want to get so caught up in what I've already done.
Okay.
So this, this record has come out beautiful. I'm so grateful for it. I'm blessed to do it.
Right.
I mean, I'm so blessed. I mean, but don't want to just let that be my sum of it all right now. It's more about like, okay, now that has happened, let me reflect and see how I can go forward. What's the next step? What's the next step for myself?
Right.
And so now, like, I've been writing, since then I've been writing a lot more music. A lot of, still have been constantly trying to find new melodies, new songs. And so really I'm planning on recording another record, like very soon, and then hopefully getting released within the next, year and a half. And that's really for my own self. Next thing is just keeping the momentum going, because especially nowadays, like it's more, you don't want to just put music out and then just let it be, and that's it. It's like you want to keep pushing yourself to keep finding something, because I don't want to say that was my capstone, because it's not. I feel like I know I'm just scratching the surface of my own potential. I really embrace that. So
that's what's up.
I'm just trying to not let that go to waste, and give myself the grace of knowing I did this and be grateful for it, but also know that like we just getting going.
But wait, there's more.
There's what I'm saying? Like, strap in,
what I'm saying?
Here we are, and I think I'm going to surprise myself with like the next things that come out. Like I'm aspiring to surprise myself. Like I want to make things that I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I had this in me.
This came from me?
Right. That's what I'm always looking for. It's like kind of to let go of myself to the point where I'm making things where I can go afterward and be like, oh, that is really good. But in the moment, I'm just like flowing, I don't even associate myself with it. It's just that it's something beyond me. Right. So that's what I'm trying. I'm really trying to push for that more than just I just want to get my name out there. It's like I want to be able to have people feel something beyond themselves when they listen to my music.
That's what's up.
This brother deep, y'all.
I got him stuck.
Yeah, right. I was like,
I don't know.
I was not expecting these answers. Damn. All right. No, but look, I just love the energy. It's positive. Definitely need that.
Yeah, I gotta be.
I mean, Yeah.
What's the opposite of positivity?
Negative. You know,
Right.
negative.
It's a choice, man. It's always a choice.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's always a choice. A lot of people ain't choosing positivity. So I love to see it. Love to see what people do.
I think I've learned, like, when you have seen people who have gone through the dirt and still smile and be like grateful for life, and then you can look at your life and be like, man, I ain't gone through all these, man. And then it's like, yeah, I'm so quick to choose like a frown instead of a smile. And I'm like, I had to realize, like, at my age now, this is a time for me to choose to smile so I can set that tone for my whole life. I don't want to be something, however old, every age, and having to realize, like, man, I just been a depressed ass whatever, you know, for my, and like, you know, we all going through something, but it's like, it's your choice of how you go through it. And what you're in control of is like, what's your leverage is way more important than your limitations. So I'm always trying to like lean into that. Even when I'm going through stuff, it's like, I'm trying to remember like, hey, lean to your leverage. What could be as simple as just being grateful, because that's your choice. Right. If you choose that, then your whole outlook, perspective about what you're gonna go through for the rest of the day can be completely different compared to when you're like, man, here's another day of me going through whatever point, you know. It's like, man, I'm just here. I got breath. I'm good. Blessings. The day gonna go way better.
You're not wrong.
It's not the easiest thing.
Not wrong. He's not wrong. Oh, that's just demonstrating easy.
But you gotta practice it.
It's a conscious decision to get up every day and be thankful and grateful for what you got, even if you don't got a whole bunch. It's more than somebody else might have at that point in time.
This is facts. Like, some people just make it hard, though.
That part.
For sure.
Some people make that shit hard.
The world can make it hard.
Period. Listen, I mean, life be life.
Life be life. The fuck out of you.
But it's supposed to life.
But that's life. Exactly.
It's supposed to.
Say la vie, bro. Like,
hey, look. It ain't supposed to life that hard sometimes. Sometimes it ain't supposed to life that hard. Hey, bro. Hey, can you just chill out for a minute? Like, hey, we this is practice, bro. We really cool. It's a walkthrough. Relax.
But if you get through it, then you can learn. You know, if it ain't take you out, then it made you something stronger. Like,
look, this is true. Because sometimes I don't be feeling like having to fight for my life.
No, so I mean, nobody wants to, but I think perspective matters. Because there's some people who really are fighting.
No, this is facts.
Like really fighting. Like
facts.
You be like, dang, I'm going through it, and then you see like, oh, I'm good. You like, I think keeping that in perspective kind of makes you keep things in balance. You know,
like, you know what,
I'm okay.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't that really wasn't that bad.
Like you think you see a homeboy, you know, some boy living in his car and ain't got no roof over his head, like
been there,
and yet you not there no more.
Thank God.
And there it is.
Won't he do?
Come on, you know. So perspective, you know.
Somebody's like, get hurt.
If you got through that, ain't nothing else get you like you straight.
Listen, man, he's not wrong. He's definitely. I promise.
I know it. You straight. If you can get through that, you going anything else.
Listen to the deacon over here talking.
Right. Deacon Elroy, ladies and gentlemen. Deacon Elroy.
But that's what the music teaches you, though.
It's true.
It's every lesson I learn is from just going.
He said, "Be the sunshine when the sun ain't shining." Come on.
That part.
That's it.
All right, now hold on, Deacon Elroy. You ain't one of them. You ain't one of them deacons.
I'm not a deacon.
Lock the doors.
Right away. Open the doors all day.
I said, lock the doors.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was close the doors, though.
No, he said lock them up. He said lock them up.
He said, it was like, close the doors.
Close
the doors. Lock them. Lock them up.
Excuse
Y'all
me?
not going nowhere until we get our money. I was like, oh, he need to pay
I said, excuse me? Sir, you not going nowhere and I'm leaving with my money. What you mean, bro?
I would have sat there. I would have smiled in his face with the money in my pocket. You can close the doors, but I'm not going.
I'd have just looked at him
that
like.
That don't mean I got to give you jack shit.
Nothing. How's that going to encourage me to give?
That part.
You should be You should be cheerful to asking me to give. Not like.
I'd have looked at the usher like, you sure you want to do this?
Right.
He really wanted to.
Y'all know it's crazy. He released a song called "Close the Door." He leaned down and said, "Dude, you cannot." I said, that's some like diva like past like.
Man, he leaned into that shit. Well, he tried to strike while the iron was hot.
I love Marvin Sapp. I mean, if he ever asked me to forget, I will gladly. But I was like, you making a song about it is kind of hilarious.
That's crazy work, bro.
That's crazy work.
Look, tried to strike while the iron was hot.
Yeah,
I guess that's
trying to plead his case.
He said, I'm a flip it around on him. Like,
trying to plead his case.
Trying to get that money. Yeah, trying to get that bread. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get this.
It kind of said a lot when he wore a Louis Vuitton on his tiny. I said, man, you are a pastor. You decked out. I was like, you drippy, but what you trying to represent? The gospel or, you know.
Hey, bro. And what Pastor Gino say? If you paying your pastor, you sinning. Because the pastor's not supposed to be getting paid to share the gospel.
Shouldn't be.
Look,
That's
He
not.
said if that check, he said if you signing that check, you got to pay $50,000 for a pastor to come speak the gospel, which is free.
listen, I'm letting y'all know right now. Listen, for all y'all pastors and deacons out there, if y'all see me at y'all church, if you think you're gonna lock these doors and keep me in here, somebody gonna catch the Holy Ghost, all right? Somebody gonna catch the Holy Ghost in this. Somebody might go see him, right?
Right. Somebody ain't gonna just.
You better open these doors.
It's a holy
Somebody
knuckle.
Boy,
Like,
listen.
Gonna be doing the Holy Ghost shuffle right on out the door.
Right on the upper room.
To the
goddamn.
upper room. Yep.
holy KO.
We're not playing them games today, sir. Don't play with me.
Holy KO.
Holy KO.
Right.
Holy
Usher.
KO. I'm getting with a holy KO.
I'm gonna look dead at Usher. You sure you gonna do this?
I'm about to say this ain't.
It's not it.
You ain't getting paid
It's
to
not
do
the
this.
path you want.
Are you sure this is what you sure you want to smoke? I'm trying to leave so I can go watch the game. You sure you want to do this?
Right.
And he said you ain't going nowhere but the restaurant. That's what he said.
Look. I said I was going to watch the game. The game is at my house. My food is at my house. I'm going home to my stuff.
Right.
Okay, that the Lord blessed me with. So let me go home and enjoy my blessings.
Right. Let me enjoy my blessings.
Trying to lock me in here
Bless
so you can pay for your jet. You don't get the
Crazy.
Right. Crazy.
Talking about the building fund. Ain't put a doorknob on this.
Not
motherfucker.
it. How the ceiling still leaking? Like,
You still got the same stained glass windows from 1942. You don't
it's like
change these motherfuckers
we
out.
still got to jiggle the toilet seat. The
Oh,
toilet.
Why the back of the toilet seat still got to come off the? To get to,
Done.
man, you be at church every Sunday playing. You know I'm not lying.
Not at all.
No, see, you know I'm not lying.
Not at all.
Stop us when we lying.
That part.
All right, we don't leave the church folk alone. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, not Sunday.
I gotta go to church
Look,
in the morning.
hey, look, yeah, I say, man,
Just do better.
Yeah,
Cause God
Matt,
deserves better.
Matt,
Right.
look,
God deserves your
he
best.
definitely does. He definitely does. But Matt, just be glad this don't come out till like Wednesday. You ain't got to worry about that smoke at church.
I ain't worried about it. My cousins love this stuff.
Because
If
watching the
we
podcast.
lying, tell me why.
you know what I'm saying?
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Stop
I ain't dead yet.
I'll tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie.
There you go.
That's what deacons
He
say.
was about to say,
He said, go ahead.
He said, like, ooh, I want to hear the joke.
Look, what's the joke?
Hey, look, he's like, oh, this nigga got jokes too.
Big week.
This nigga got jokes too.
He got jokes too.
He all in one.
Say it. Go ahead, say it. Here, comedian. Here, comedian.
He a philosopher.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Ghetto philosopher,
Philanthropist,
comedian.
All these-
and artist.
You pay me for what? Something. Pick one. It don't
Oh
matter.
shit!
See? He said, whatever it is.
Hey, look, he got excited. Hey, look, he got
Right.
excited as hell, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Say it. Go ahead, say the joke.
Shit, go ahead and tell me the
Go
joke.
ahead.
You ain't tell me like he ain't already over there laughing his ass off already.
Go ahead, say the joke. Say it.
That nigga said that shit like he ain't laughed all day or some shit. I've been dying to laugh. Tell me a joke.
Tell me something good.
Niggas need to laugh.
I've been waiting for a comedian. Oh man, so believe you got a show coming up here in a couple of weeks, ain't it?
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah,
at.
man. Show for Juneteenth.
Get you some.
Get you some.
Straight like
We'll
that.
be here at the Flatiron. It'll be kind of like an album release show in a way.
Word.
Even though I'm not going to necessarily market like that, but we're playing everything.
Well, you just did. So.
Well, because I say that it's because it's my first show like, under my name after the
After
record.
the release. I
So,
got you. Okay, I'm just messing with you.
but kind of I'm really Juneteenth though is most important. So
Yeah.
That we celebrating Juneteenth first and foremost. But I'll be playing a lot of songs from the record, and I'll be also having a really dope band that's going to have a couple singers a part of it. Julian Kennedy. I don't know if you know him. He's a dope, super great pianist and singer. He was on America's Got Talent 1 or 2 years ago, and he's gonna be playing piano and also singing a few songs. And I got another some other special guest part of it. So that's gonna be really dope. And we'll be doing a lot of originals, some new originals that nobody has heard yet. But I always aspired like any show that's mine to do some like. To do originals, but also like to do like new original like new songs.
Okay.
Like, anything I'm like working on, or like if I'm put it together for a show, I'll do it. You know, and like I'm always looking to explore further, because like doing a good show like is important. Yeah, like you want to have a dope show, but it's also important to like show like how you're evolving. I feel like, you know,
Give it that test run.
yeah, not just for your, you know, for the audience, but for yourself. Like, you know, like of course you want to make sure it's put together and you know, rehearse it, whatever. But like just like being willing to like keep putting out something new, and not rely on like, oh yeah, I know this sounds good because people received it good. Like, yeah, you did that, cool, but like there's more, you know, and that there's more could be the thing that push you on the next level, you know, push you. But if you always just saying on what's been safe, what you know sounds good, you're gonna stay in the safe space. You know? If you know, and honestly, most of the time what we say is our safe space is just a way of us saying we're fearful of what's outside of it.
Right.
Don't be scared.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
because the best things are always on the other side of fear. And as an artist, you're willing to look at fear and be like,
Fuck 'em.
all right, what's up?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Sometimes death be on the other side of fear too.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong.
Death be on the other side of fear too.
Like, fear is a good teacher. Fear is a good teacher.
It is.
But learning how to not let it control you is important.
Yeah.
Like, fear is going to always be involved. Like, because if you going to harm yourself on the other no.
Death be waiting on the other side sometimes.
Let fear win that battle.
Like, hey,
but,
like, yo, I'm scared. I want to do this.
But you got to
well, if you do it, you're going to die.
Fear got to be like that homie that be like, hey, bro, hey. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey, fam.
I want to try it though. Like,
Ain't somebody down this last week?
but look, that shit look crazy though. Like, nigga, no.
But you can't ever let fear be that person who's like, you like determine whether you do anything in life. You know, like fear gotta be the one that you have control over it, and you let it be like this to like, hey, think about it.
I ain't lying, I'm scared I'm gonna die. I probably ain't gonna do it.
No, you good.
Fear gonna win that motherfucking battle. I'm leaving right now.
What I'm talking about is like, you know, when it comes to like putting yourself out there or whatever, you know, most people
skydiving.
I mean, that's dope.
I'm good.
Nah, fuck that. You can barely get me in the plane. I'm not jumping out and perfectly going. You out your damn mind.
I would do it. I would do it.
I want to do it one
What's wrong
time.
with you?
I would do it one time.
Bitch, you had to you look.
I need 2 parachutes. I need one on the back, one on my stomach.
Get tangled up.
Hey,
No, but see, if one don't work, then the other one.
That's it.
you
always
got the
gotta have a
spare.
reserve.
You already got a reserve. But look,
Get tangled in the other one.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, what I can do is if one don't work, I'll flip over. Other one on my
he said,
stomach.
the first, let's be clear.
I've already thought about this.
The first one,
It's gonna work, bro.
everybody think about that shit till it happen. You thought about it, but as soon as that bitch don't come out, you gonna fucking panic.
But see, that's where
I hope I die before I hit the ground.
But you,
Lord, just take me now.
I think I have enough time to like be like, wait, I got a second one.
Right.
I was prepared to flip over and get those, you know.
You find that goddamn pool.
Fucking Tom Cruise and shit.
Yeah. I know I'm gonna survive. You know?
Hey, brother, real quick. Speaking of Tom Cruise, I'm so glad this Mission Impossible shit is about to be over. Jesus Christ. They finally dropping the final one. They not doing it.
Yeah, the final. What's it?
Final Reckoning. Thank God.
About 68.
I don't give it. Look, thank
How many
God.
do they have?
Like 7.
This
I don't know how many.
This
It
is like
is.
mission, the number 8 or something like
God,
that.
this shit is the new Fast and Furious. Stop this shit.
That's the worst.
Please.
It's like 12 and deep.
Fuck.
They did it full 10.
It started as just niggas racing and shit.
Right. Look, after 2, it was done. I'll
They in
get.
space now.
They ain't
I don't know,
Yeah,
yeah.
they went into
Look,
space in
cool.
a fucking
Look,
Pontiac Fiero.
They should have that part. Hey, look, they should have stopped that fucking 2.
Like the Fiero never went anywhere. It didn't even make it a quarter mile down the street. Y'all sending bitches to straight fucking space
Not
in
a quarter
Fiero.
mile. Listen, that shit should have ended at 2. I'll give them Tokyo Drift just for the different
Right.
culture part of it. All right,
Right.
cool, fine, that's cool. After that, no, we didn't need The Rock.
No.
Ludacris didn't need to come back.
He a good actor. But he ain't nothing that's
anybody
like, I ain't
like-
trying to see Ludacris constantly.
We didn't need Dom Toretto for the 20th fucking time.
That part.
No, rest in peace, but we didn't need Paul Walker's brother. We didn't need it.
So you be watching them though.
I really don't. I
ain't know none of these details.
I don't.
I'm like,
Look, I don't. It's the internet, bro. I got the internet. You don't have to watch
I
it.
was like, is he an actor, Paul Walker?
Hey, look.
So he must be like, I fuck this dumbass.
Look, you don't gotta look. No, you look.
He watched it like bad as hell.
The thing is, I think the last one I watched was 4. Like the last one I watched, the whole movie was 4. That was it. It's the internet, bro. You can't escape this shit no more.
I need to go front. I'm
all types of shit you did not want to know.
I'm a carhead. I'm a motorhead. I watched all them shits. And
Mad as hell.
I was mad.
Yep.
Like after after Hobbs and Shaw came out, I was like, okay, that should have been the end of it.
That shit was stupid.
When they were on that spy shit, I was like,
Yeah.
like in Saudi Arabia, where I don't know which one that was. I said, bro, this is out of pocket.
Yeah, them
Like-
niggas out of pocket.
All right, first of all, why they even learn how to do that?
That part.
These niggas were
Ain't
drag
y'all
racing.
niggas feuded in motherfuckers?
Y'all-
Like, what the fuck is we doing here?
How y'all working for federal government?
Working for the CIA and shit now.
like
What the
that.
fuck?
Now y'all secret agents.
Right, what y'all triple X and shit? Get the fuck
Super
out of
Drive,
here.
like it
Hey.
pretty much was a spinoff of like Triple X.
That part.
It's
Matter of
Donald
fact,
Toretto's Triple X.
hey, matter of fact, you know what? What's another like movie trilogy or whatever that they need to stop making? I'm sorry, we about to trash some movies real quick. Some of y'all about to be mad, and I don't care.
I mean, I firmly believe all movies should stop at 3, but
Okay,
I'm already gonna say.
I ain't even mad at that.
I don't think no movie should go past 3.
I ain't even mad at that.
So yeah.
So what's next for you, man? What's the game plan for the rest of the year, man? You know, we halfway done with the year. Just about
well,
first.
you know,
That went by fast, ain't it?
yeah, man.
Nigga,
I mean,
I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, since the like I said, the record's done, and right now I'm just focusing on trying to write as much music as possible. But I got some things coming up. I'm working with Surreal and doing some cool stuff here in Greensboro with the symphony. So that's some news to come out soon. And, and right now I'm just focused on trying to get the music, this record out now. Trying to get booked on any festivals locally or regionally, just to, since I now have a record. The whole big thing that once you have a record is like get out to as many ears as possible. You know what I'm saying? So try to do that and just focus on what's next and be grateful for practice my daily gratitude. I think sometimes and something I struggle with too is like as musicians, you just sometimes are always like, okay, what I need to do next? What's the next thing I need to get on? Like I always am trying to, like, you're always looking at this distant goal of like making it or whatever that means, but you never really know what that means. But you're always chasing it, and you never really sit with what you have done.
Right, you never stop and be like, I like this.
Yeah, I'm here.
I did good.
Like, let me be
I
here.
did good so far.
Be where my feet are,
right.
So I'm really trying to embrace that more and practice that because, it's tough for me. Sometimes I get so caught up in like, oh, I need to do more. And especially when you see people, like comparison kills. And it's horrible. But when you're around cats who really are doing cool things and you see it, it's like, sometimes it's like, oh, I need to stay on top of it. I got to keep going. But sometimes the best thing is to sit in your stillness and to let sit in that stillness and allow yourself to be in that, because you can discover a lot of just yourself in stillness. Because when you're constantly in motion, you don't have time to sit with yourself and really see what you. So a lot of times, when I write music, my best moments or time periods of creativity is when I am embracing my stillness and just allow myself to sit sometimes at the piano and just play. No expectations, no time or duration, and melodies just come, So trying to stay within that mindset and practice that is really like my future thing, more beyond like, oh, what's the next project and all that. Like, that's going to happen. But like, how do I learn to embrace here, my moment, my present moment? Because that's where the melodies are.
Yeah.
They're not in the future. They're in the moment here.
In the now.
Yeah, you ain't gonna ever hear them if you just constantly looking like, okay, next
It's called
thing.
the present because it's a gift.
Right, and
There
you
go.
gotta find the gift within the present. Like, it's not just like the experience, but also there's creativity, creation in the present.
In the present, right.
So you gotta just reach out and find it. But if you here, you ain't gonna find what's right here, and
Right.
emanating right on down to you. So
That part.
that's where my mindset's at more than anything is work on that. It's how present minded can I be.
Okay.
So yeah.
The hell is that, man?
Or just make sure you can breathe.
Oh,
Throw your hand up.
I was like, this nigga raising his hand like we in school and shit. Yeah.
So hallelujah.
How praising.
So that's a word right there.
Yeah, he did. Come
Won't
on.
he do it? Won't he do
Won't he will?
it? Won't he do it?
So that.
Well, yeah, man. But I think we about to get ready to get on up out of here.
Straight like that.
Let them know where they can find you at on social media, where they can find your projects.
Word.
Let people know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man. Well, my artist name is Leroy Pridgen IV.
Come on. Yes, the
so
fourth.
you can.
Now you know he a deacon. The fourth.
Right.
Fourth, boy.
Now you know he deacon. He a fourth.
I don't go by deacon anything.
Hey, bro,
Like,
really got a deacon name too,
But I
bro.
have been told a lot as a kid, like, man, you can be a deacon, like, because it's the way I talk.
Yeah.
But
Come on, Ralph. That's new
Yeah.
Ralph.
Shit.
But yeah, so my name Leroy Pridgen IV. You can find it anywhere. I have a website, LeroyPmusic.com, Instagram, Leroy P Music. You can look up me anywhere, streaming wise, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, don't matter. All under my name. And like I said, project Nefertiti's Dreams out now. And so you can find it anywhere. Please give it a listen. I think you'll enjoy it. And, there'll be more to come very soon. Like I'm excited to just keep on doing the thing,
Like that.
I think the blessing that God gives us the most is the ability to keep creating. Not just to create, but to keep doing it.
Right.
So I don't want to let that gift go to waste. So,
Right.
so keep looking out for your boy. We out here. And show coming up on the Juneteenth. Come out to the flyer and you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a vibe for sure. So pack it out.
Make sure y'all pull
And
up,
then, like,
man.
Be a part of the vibe, as I like to say.
Be a part of the vibe, like you said. Right next door to Flatiron.
Right next door, we out here.
June 19th.
Yeah.
What time?
Doors open at 7.
Doors open at 7.
But we're gonna start at 8 and
Start at 8.
We'll do 2 sets.
Nice.
So
2 sets. So that means don't be rolling in late as hell.
Be on time. It's good music from the start. So you missing out. You coming at like
be here at 6:30.
Right. Be here and bring a friend type thing. So
Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell your sister.
make them be like, wow, we ain't never seen that many people in the guy. Right. So that's what we need. It'll be a great time. But yeah, so check me out and just remember to keep a smile on your face and look toward the sun.
Straight like that.
That's all it's about.
No, that's right.
Right. Take us out, Surreal. Yeah. Hey, them old songs got the words.
They do, but some people need to let certain people sing them.
Right.
But while they sing me up out of here, go on, keep on singing me up out of here. So y'all done started. This is NuMainstream Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I am your boy, Just JR, man. I appreciate y'all stopping in and tuning in with us, man. Make sure y'all download the app, NuMainstream in you, like the Nubian kings and queens that you are. Download that, not now, but right now. You find your music, your fashion, gaming, sports, news, whatever you want. We got it on there. You'll find this on there. Right? Find this on there. Yeah, okay, just making sure. I ask that question every week, like I shouldn't already know it.
It be like that sometimes.
You'll find this podcast on there as far as other episodes. Yeah, man. Also, make sure y'all pull up on this Juneteenth Festival, the Bower Park.
It's on the 21st.
June 21st.
Yep.
It's an all-day event. Make sure y'all pull up. Vendors, food trucks, music, whatever. It's going to be a good time. Pull up. Nubian Collective is the main event. We are the headliners. It is the main attraction. So make sure y'all pull up and wild out with us.
Droves.
In droves.
Right.
So we need y'all out there. Make sure y'all pull up, man. It's going to have a good time, man. But yeah, y'all can find me. Actually, no. Matt, go ahead. Your turn. You go now. No,
My turn? All right, it's your boy Matt on Sax. You can find me on IG at Matt on Sax again. You can find me on Facebook under Matthew Miller, the only black Matthew Miller on the entire Eastern Seaboard.
I checked, he is.
I am literally the only black Matthew Miller on the Eastern Seaboard.
He's not lying.
I'll be the first one to pop up if you put my name in. Holla at me.
Hey, look, he's not lying. I checked. I double checked.
I thought he was no other brothers named Matthew Miller.
I thought he was bullshitting. He's really not. He's the only one.
Black Matthew Miller on the entire Eastern Seaboard.
Only one.
The only one.
They're all Midwesterners and Californians.
Miller is already a...
Yes, sir. That's definitely a Schneebly. Holla at your boy.
And on that note, I am Just JR. Oh, shit. I hate these people.
We love you too, bro.
You can find me everywhere, and everywhere meaning just IG, at JR or PAP, JROR. PAP. That is me. Yeah, you can find me on there, man. New music on the way from the whole squad. Be on the lookout. Definitely make sure y'all check out my man's right here. Make sure y'all go check him.
The Deacon. I mean Leroy P Music right here. The Deacon.
And look, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, close the doors.
Close the doors.
And open them, please.
I said close the doors.